Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Walking with Beau. Absolutely beautiful day today. Perfect, I would say. We'll head down this more quiet street. So I got a few things to get off my chest today. This is an absolutely weird presidential election cycle. I don't know what to make of it. I'm sure you're feeling the same thing. Hi, doggy. Hi, Boggy. Hi, doggy. So anyway, presidential election. Holy crap. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this out of the way. You know, I understand President Trump has a lot of stuff going against him. He's getting frustrated. He's getting angry. But he needs to focus more on being liked by the public. He really does. I mean, he's doing too much of what people expect him to be from the rumors they heard about him. And he needs to stop doing that. Specifically, negativity. I think a lot of people in this country that Trump needs to win over to vote for him, which is the key thing I'm talking about. I'm not talking about his base that's going to vote for him, which is me. I'll vote for him if he doesn't say another word between now and the election. But you just had RFK step down and offer his voters to Trump, and instead of riding on that, Trump is being negative about this, negative about that, and I just really think people are tired of that. And he needs to stop doing that. It's gonna hurt him. He's got enough to deal with. He's got all his legal stuff. He's got the Kamala campaign lying through her freaking teeth all the time, and the media seemingly allowing it. And so, you know, it's just his nature. He always wants to punch back. Now you watch J.D. Vance in a press conference or talking with the media, and J.D. Vance is doing what Trump should be doing. Just answering the questions and avoiding their gotchas, but being smarter than who you're talking to. And Trump is, so he feels it's a strategy that's worked for him until now, and he's going to keep doing it. But, you know, there's a lot of things you just don't need to talk about. I mentioned it a couple walks ago, like If there's some writer that writes something bad about you and insults you, that person's got nothing to do with the campaign. You know? Or what you're trying to do for the people. Just don't fall into that. It's kind of like these people on social media that can't scroll by a post and they have to say something. And Trump needs to stop doing that. Seriously. Because it does matter. It matters with these voters that he's trying to win over. The undecideds. Believe it or not, there are people out there considering voting for Kamala. Because they just don't like Trump. And if Trump wouldn't be like he is, they'd probably vote for Trump. So anyway, now on to the other stuff. You got Kamala Harris is shamelessly, absolutely shamelessly stealing all of Trump's policies. It's a friggin' comical joke at this point. And you have to ask yourself, if you are a candidate, right? If you're a candidate that is doing so good in the polls, why would you even have to steal from your opponent if you're already beating them? So their internal polling obviously has her down, because now she's supporting building the wall. I mean, my jaw fell on the floor. I was like, okay, well, she stole tax, no tax on tips. All right. Now she wants to build a friggin' wall. There are miles and miles and miles of video showing her denouncing the wall for every different reason you can think of. There's a video of Tim Walz saying that Trump's wall is stupid, and you know, if he builds that, well, I'm going to invest in a ladder company. I'm going to invest in a 30-foot ladder company, he said, because that'll beat his wall. So these people are now turning around because border security and the economy is the most important thing to voters right now. They're going to turn around and steal Trump's policies. Absolutely shameless. Unoriginal. It's theft. Surely the independent voters that she's trying to win with that are independent voters because they don't just follow what people say. Obviously they're going to see that and say, what has the media been doing with Trump's wall since he first proposed it in 2015? They've been tearing down that wall with every piece of propaganda imaginable. And now she's going to build a wall? Give me a break. It's so comical, it's not even worth talking about, really. I mean, this is crazy. So anyway, that's what I was saying. I just really can't believe that this campaign is this friggin' crazy. Unprecedented. Shamelessly stealing your opponent that's ahead, because there's no other reason why you're going to steal your opponent's policies unless you are behind. So I hope that puts that to bed for you. bunch of people this time of day who aren't paying attention to pedestrians. They want to hurry up and get home or whatever, so you got to be extra careful certain times of day more than others. Late afternoon is definitely one of those. Rush hour. So today, 79 degrees. The humidity has let up a lot. It's going to be even cooler tomorrow, low 70s. There's a breeze blowing trees around, as you can see. That is free Canadian air conditioning, as I call it. Absolutely perfecto. So there you have it. There you have it. There it is. So I got to figure out a way that I can walk back this way. So I think I got an idea. The reason why I want to walk back this way is I have passed 2 jugs that I can pick up on my way home that would be good for shooting at the range, filled with water. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a sweaty walk today, and I don't like walking with a backpack if I'm going to be sweating a lot. Because my back usually gets soaked. It's one of those things. But today it's not too humid. I probably could have brought it. So anyway, tomorrow is going to be 72. Bright sunshine. Friday is going to be 73 with bright sunshine. So I will be mowing le propriété either tomorrow or Friday. Then we'll have range day Saturday. That'll be fun. The other thing I'm happy about today is I'm not obsessed with weighing myself, because I know what I weigh, generally speaking. Your clothes tell you that, actually, every day. It's anyway, I got on the scale, and for the first time since I was 18, I was in the 220s for weight. I am 227. I kid you not. Previously, the lowest weight I got to, and that was because I was sick, when I was anemic and B12 deficiency, was 2008, 2009. Actually, by 2010, I weighed 230 pounds without working out or doing anything. I was just sick. But figured out what that was and took care of it. And so now, here I am at 56 years old, weighing what I did as a fit teenager. That makes me extremely happy. I am very happy about that today. So that's a new milestone. New record for me. And if you're into weighing yourself, then you should do so in the morning after a night's sleep. You've emptied all your body fluids. And weigh yourself with no clothes on. If you don't want to weigh yourself without any clothes on, then you can deduct 3 pounds, depending on your height and size. On average, it's 2 3/4 to 3 pounds of clothing without your shoes. So that would include your pants, shirt, underwear, socks, whatever else. You can do it that way if you want to. But basically the important thing is you're going to weigh the less and the most honest when you first get up after you've emptied your body fluids. So anyway, 227. Extremely happy about that. So that made my damn day for sure already. And that's the other good thing about not stepping on the scale every day and then getting a nice surprise. But if I had weighed more than I did before, I'd be like, ooh, what am I doing wrong? I'm walking a lot. So I kind of knew that, you know, I eat well and I don't starve myself, I should add. I don't. I eat a nice big plate full of food. I just eat real food. And the exercise. So anyways, you know, I'm thoroughly expecting the Kamala campaign to just come out and say, you know what, I promise you we're going to make America great again. Because she's stealing just about everything else. I mean, surely voters must see that. They must. Because it's been pounded in their head forever and a week. I mean, I read an article on Axios, which hates Trump, and I saw one on USA Today, and the USA Today one actually said in the headline that Kamala Harris is stealing Trump's wall. Axios said that she's flip-flopping on past policies, and they had a whole list of stuff that she's flip-flopped on. And Axios is a far left. They don't seem to be very happy that she's doing that, because they honestly believe that the wall should be torn down, you see. So while the Kamala campaign is trying to win over voters from the independents with Kennedy so she can win, she's losing other voters on the backside of it that she already had, because either she's arrogant, just assume these people are going to vote for her no matter what she does, which apparently that's the thinking, or she's just an arrogant, tone-deaf ass, which is also quite possible. They did this with the Palestine voters, remember? Pretend to support Israel and then pretend to support Palestine too. Play both sides of the fence without making a decision. What's happening is terrible. It should end. Yeah, well, thank you, Captain Obvious. What are you going to do about it? Oh, nothing. I don't have any policies for it. I just want to say that. That should be good enough for voters. Now, the other thing today is the media is trying to make a story, a controversy for the Trump campaign with the Arlington visit that he made between Trump's photographers and some cemetery official there, who NPR claimed the Trump photographers got in a physical altercation with him, and a verbal one. Nobody's witnessed that. Nobody's had anybody on to corroborate that. The family that was there said we invited Donald Trump, that's why he came, and we wanted photographs taken. So while they're trying to make Trump look bad, they're making him look good because of giving him the national media stage to show that Kamala Harris and President Biden could not be bothered to even attend. Biden hasn't even met with any of the families. So it's one of those things where their stupidity comes back on themselves because they're always playing propaganda games instead of just doing their job as a media. So, in any case, it really made Trump look good. The Gold Star families that were there thanked him for coming. They said the media's got this wrong. So, there you have it. Anyways, hope everybody's doing great. Trump needs money, I do know that. They just reopened the indictment on the January 6th trial. Jack Smith has supposedly remedied whatever he needed to make it not affecting with presidential immunity. So they have removed the things they could not charge him with. Supreme Court has already ruled on this. A federal court has already ruled on this. And they're going to do it anyway. So Trump's been indicted again with the same indictment, just changed with the grand jury, and they got a new indictment from that grand jury. I don't really think anything's going to come of it, to be honest with you, but Trump still has legal fees. And he's going to need money. So if you folks can spare a dime, donate to the Trump campaign. And unfortunately, because of finance laws and election laws, I'm not sure how you can donate privately or where you would go to do that if you want to circumvent the official Republican fundraising link. But I don't think he can put a private link on his campaign page. I've never heard of that. So do what you think is best. And if you can't afford it, don't donate anything. But this is another attempt where they're just going to drain him of his money for campaigning. It's probably the main tactic of it. So, and he's got his sentencing coming up. A lot of people, legal experts, were like, you know, he's not going to be sentenced to jail. He's a first-time offender. They'll give him a big fine. But I'm telling you right now, they're going to sentence him to jail. They hate him. They'll actually be upset that there is an appellate process and he can't start serving time now. These people are awful. They're terrible. So this isn't going to be easy. But things like this do boost Trump in the polls. It's been quiet for a little while with the legal stuff. And you know, that seer said the legal stuff was going to go away, and I really believe it will. None of this stuff is going to happen before the election. And after the election, he's going to win, and it's just going to go away anyway. So, anyways, we're going to have to go through the BS. No doubt about it. That's just what we got right now. So, that's all we got. That's all we can do. Let's see, I got to try to plot my mileage. I've done 1.7 miles. GPS seems to be off a little bit. Well, the thing is I really want to walk down this way. I enjoy this road, and I don't walk down it much anymore because the route I just took, if I go this way, I end up with 4.23 or 4.25 miles for a walk, and I have to do at least 5. So I got to find a way to walk down this way and then come back on this street from that way. And I think I can do that. I think I got a plan. All because I want to pick up those 2 jugs. Because I didn't bring my backpack. Like an idiot. Anyways, walking's walking, whatever. Beautiful day today, which it is. Yep, so that's what's doing it for me. You know, if somebody's ahead in the polls, why are they stealing from the other candidate? You know? And it's the battleground states. Their internal polling shows them differently than what the new CBS poll says. And even the new CBS poll has Trump ahead in 3 of those swing states and behind in 3 other ones. And I know Trump's not behind in Nevada. So they're lying. I really think they're smudging things by 5 points. They're taking 5 points away from everything that's Trump's for numbers. And the only time you see anywhere near real numbers is when they're trying to force their presidential candidate out of office, namely Biden. These people have no scruples. They're shameless. Now my back is getting sweaty. Well, why don't we just go down this road? We've never walked down here before. Let's just go down this way. See where this goes. I don't think it's a dead end. It wasn't marked as such. And even if it is, it's okay. I'll just explore. I've never even driven down this road before. Just a little side street, that's why. So, we are in the neighborhood of that mass shooting, by the way. It's not even a quarter mile away over that way. So that's why we have these signs. Lewiston strong. Alright, we're going to turn over. Looks like a right-hand turn up ahead. I think I know where this comes out. That's okay, I know where I'm going now. Just didn't recognize this street. Nice beautiful breeze today. 79 degrees. The air is dry. Ah, look at this. How cool is that? That looks awesome. Very nice. Very nice and patriotic. We're gonna have Labor Day weekend coming up. We've gone 2 miles. We have gone 2 miles. And we got Ventura Street. I could go back up that way and we'll end up where we were. I want to go down this way. Come out on College Street, which actually has a college on the end of it. Imagine that. It's been a college since the 1800s. It was actually a college when it still belonged to Massachusetts. Maine used to be Massachusetts. So, we're right down on this street that we've walked past 1,000 times. I think we'll, let's see, how many miles are we at? I only want to do 5 miles today. 2.15. If I go that way, we will end up, well, I'll go back this way. Then we'll go back on the street we were walking down. So now I'll get that full length of the street I wanted to walk today. So I've had to adjusting my route. Which is okay. It's all good. Alright, I think instead of going up that way though, I'm going to go down this way. I don't think I've ever walked down this one, even though I could have. I think it'll work out well today, actually. Couple of kayaks up against a tree. That's it, just tie your kayak right to the tree. That way it won't fill up with rainwater. Well, isn't that clever? Seeing a lot of cars nowadays with expired inspection stickers. Something else I've noticed on my walks. We just walked by 3 of them. In fact, one car didn't have any plates on it. It's not even registered. So their extra vehicle is not being registered, and there's no inspection sticker on it. And they own a Mercedes. The hell does that mean? What the hell? Hi, doggy. Hi. That's a happy dog. Well behaved. Well, the days don't get more perfect than this, really. It was nice to see a video yesterday of RFK on the coast of Maine getting some lobster. I think he stopped by here in Maine, posted the video yesterday or the day before, but he was on his way to visit Tucker in Maine. Tucker Carlson lives here around Bethel. It's within driving distance of here, easy. Yeah, so we have no friggin' idea how weird things are with politics right now. Yeah. We're back out on the street we started from. Alright, well, I had not explored these side streets yet my whole lifetime, because you always just go down the main thing. Sometimes if you're walking, you should go down and not do the main thing once in a while if you walk. Alrighty, now we'll finish the rest of this like a regular walk. Working on that road some, looks like. See what kind of construction they're doing down here. Kid down there in a wheelchair, and they're giving him a walk. That's pretty awesome. People in wheelchairs need to get out and walk too. Alright, we're going to see what kind of work they're doing on the roads down here. Just going to be nosy because I need to come up with a little bit of distance to figure out my 5 miles for the route, so I can go back on the way and pick up those 2 water jugs on my way back and still have my 5 miles. Otherwise I would have just finished my normal walk with 5 miles easy but I changed my route because of jugs. Now if I find some more jugs on the way, I'm in trouble. That breeze does feel good. I do have the noise canceling on the microphone, but you'll probably still hear, or I sound like a robot a little bit. They've already gone by here and picked up the trash and the recycling, so I'm probably not going to find any jugs, but I'm sure some of these things on the side of the road that have trash bins, I would have had jugs. Then we would have had a problem. Ooh. We're getting where we're going. I was just thinking about my weight. Last year, I managed to go through the winter and I walked enough to keep weight off. So I started walking, I weighed about 233. About 233. And then in the spring, when I really picked up the walking, I was about 234. Almost 235, so I gained about 2 pounds over the winter by not walking very much. The year before that, I stayed about my same weight again that I stopped walking at. So, but at that time it was more like 238, 239, 240. So I'm in the 220s now, which is really nice. Oh, there's a porta potty up here. That's always good to know. If I'm on a walk on the other route and I really have to go, I can just stop in here and then walk back that way on my regular walk. So it looks like they're doing a lot of upgrades here. You got a sewer lid. They got, looks like the old one here. Oh. They got a hole here, so they're going to be digging here, I think. Well, that's weird. You'd think they would do that first before they paved it. They got something they're going to put in the middle of the road there. Might be something in the road already there. They just need to dig it up. Put a manhole cover on it, not a sewer lid. Something closed off. See, they got another hole here. So they get this here and they have that there. So I don't know if that just marks where it connects or what. I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm just guessing along with you. I probably sound like an idiot for all I know. I'm pretty good at that sometimes. So this was, excuse me, jeez, excuse me. So this was, for all intent and purposes, a lot of this is new walk footage. Now I know this is here. I might periodically venture down these ways. It's kind of a different walk idea where you kind of zigzag. So I'm going to be coming out on the same spot on that street like for the third time now. Just about the same spot. So now we're going to finish the rest of our walk. Another couple of miles, mile and a half, whatever it is. I should be coming up on. By the time I make my left-hand turn up ahead, I should be close to 3.5 miles, which is what I want. Then I'll tack on another couple miles onto that. So I think, and then I'll end up picking up the jugs I wanted to pick up. I got it all figured out. Oh, look at that dog. That's an old dog. That's an old dog. He looks happy to be outside, and you can tell he's old. He moves a little slow and he's kind of raggedy looking, which is what happens when you get old. You get raggedy looking. Right, V-Man and girlfriend. You know what I'm talking about. I'm trying my best not to look raggedy and old, but it's a lost cause. Doo 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 doo. All right. Well, I figured I'd take a walk and show you the construction, considering this is infrastructure, taxpayer money delved out by Congress. So Susan Collins secured that. They've been doing projects all around the city. We got some people running here. They're all coated with sweat. It's definitely warm today, 79 degrees. It's not overly humid, but it's warm. Tomorrow's going to be much better, much more air conditioned like. So now we're back on the regular. Excuse me. There's a flag. I gotta salute the flag every time I go by this. We'll get the POW sign too. We'll head down this way. Hey. Had some pumpkin spice cake yesterday. Yes, it's pumpkin spice season, by the way. That time of year already. I saw a picture online somebody posted while shopping. I think they were at a Costco, and they had ooh, they had a Christmas tree, full size, 6 or 7 footer on display in the store already. It's not even Halloween. Now, if you've been around for a long time, like we have, a couple people watching this a lot longer, whenever you see that, that means they're expecting a pretty poor economic season for sales. So they're getting their seasonal stuff out early to get the jump to make a profit. That's usually what happens with that. That's the truth. So anyway, I just ran into another jug, picked it up. This is going to be a pew pew jug on range day. Probably not this week, but we usually wait until we have a large accumulation of stuff to shoot at one time, and then we bring that. We usually end up with about 3 large boxes of everything from coffee containers to condiment containers to milk jugs, water bottles, and you name it. Juicies, and whatever else. But Wednesday looks like trash day, and they've gone by and picked everything up. Now, this just fell out of one of the containers, and it was windy today, so the wind probably blew it out, and it was sitting there just for me. So anyways, I'm seeing a lot of signs that the economy is not doing well. So the consult kind of polling I've been seeing, again, I don't know how accurate it is or not, but I'm pretty sure it's ballpark. People find Kamala to be more likable as far as smiling and being happy, and they find Trump to be negative. And they actually like Kamala better, her personality, than they like Trump's. And I know that sounds crazy to us, but this is among independents, okay? However, that being said, Trump beats her almost 2-to-1 on everything from economy to futuristic outlook safety and security, the border. And Kamala knows that because now she's building a wall. So you don't have to like your boss, okay? You just need to like where you're working and for everybody to be fair. So people remember what Trump did for the economy in the country, and these people can go pound sand. So right now, I don't know if you noticed, but we got a whole brand new road right here that was not here before. I don't know if they're building an extension to get on that main street over there through here, or if this is somebody's driveway. And this looks like it's going to be a new road right up there. I'm going to check on Google Maps, but I don't recall anything being up there, and that street is right there. So I could do something crazy like just go walk on it and see where it goes. I do have a couple signs that say no trespassing, but where the hell does that go? Because it's all right, that's somebody's driveway, it looks like. All right, I won't walk up there. I'm going to look at Google Maps first later on, see if I can ascertain where that goes. It won't be on Google Maps, obviously. It's not why I'm mentioning it. But I will see the general lie of the land. So now we're going to go back up this way, and so we can pick up jugs. We had a bin of jugs up here one time on a Wednesday, and then I went back later in the day and they were gone. So as we get the Trumpian flags, there's a kid in the wheelchair again. I'll say hi to him when he goes by. We got another, this is the same anyone but Trump sign right there, dead ahead. Hello. The disabled boy in the wheelchair. Nice smile on his face. He looks like he's happy to be outside. It is a beautiful day today. Absolutely. So that's always nice to see. Makes me happy. So we'll hang a left up here like we do. I'll head back. I got two more containers to pick up to make a total of 3 PPU jugs I'm picking up today, which I affectionately call shoot cycling. That's where you pick up stuff to recycle and shoot. Oh, nice breeze. That feels so good. perfect. It's like a perfect day to walk. It's warm enough to get a good sweat going, and it's also cool enough to cool your sweat in just the right way with a nice breeze. Like perfecto. Yeah. My girlfriend in my ear just said I'm at 4 miles. It's the woman in my phone that yaks at me. Tells me how far I've gone. I could open my phone and shut her up and never hear from her again, but need to treat women with respect and dignity. So we'll let her speak. Go ahead and speak. Yell in my ear. Boy, I gotta tell you, you know, and it's not because I live here and I'm not being a homer. I cannot imagine living anywhere else but Maine. I really just can't. Yes, winters are what they are. I get it. But I would also miss it. And, you know, most of the places in the country, even close to being comfortable to live in, would be Washington, Oregon, that are similar. But they're both communist states. Hopefully Maine puts the brakes on, but I got a feeling eventually Maine's going to be pretty terrible, because all these young people that are young Marxists are going to grow up, and it's going to spread through the most populated areas, which ends up winning the elections for people and the power, consequently. It's been an age-old battle in this country, and conservatives are just going to have to fight back. They're going to have to realize what's gone wrong, and we're just going to have to beat them. That's it. Common sense should be an easy sell. It seems like today, not so much. Kamala should be nowhere near in any polling where she is, according to the pollsters. I still say it's not correct polling. But they all have this, we're going to have one party that matters, and the end justifies the means. It doesn't matter how you win as long as you win. And they're putting through our country through hell. They don't care how much it costs. That's what they mean by we have to win at all cost. So back of this away. Now that we'll definitely have our 5 miles today. All right, let's walk up this way. Would not surprise me if this battery gave out on this little stretch here. It has before. Keep an eye on traffic through here. Hopefully those two jugs I wanted to pick up will still be there. I already got bit by that once. I walked by and the jug was gone on the way back. Probably somebody else that wants to shoot the jug. 'Cross here, there's the chicken coop straight ahead. The chicken lady got upset that I was filming her chickens. She was upset I was filming her chickens. Four and a half miles. We got 4.5 miles. They need to cut this grass on the side here. They usually don't let it get this long. The city does. You can actually walk on the side of the road, but can't right now. So that jug should be up here someplace where I done seed it. Gotta walk where I done seed it. There it is, I can see it. It's still there. Excuse me. There's definitely something blowing around in the air. Excuse me. Gesundheit. Alright. We'll pick up this jug. 2 jugs. Here's and some kind of dust up my nose or something. Oh my goodness. My weight's in the 220s. Oh my goodness. I am really thrilled. I really am. That was the goal I wanted to achieve when I started walking a few years ago. I knew that if I just kept up with it, I'm walking at new levels this year I've yet to walk, and it's paying off. Last year I pretty much stayed around 233 for the entire walking season. I hit that point where I didn't lose more weight. And yeah, we're only talking 8 pounds. But 8 pounds is 8 pounds, you know. And on a big person like me, I weigh 5 pounds more at night when I go to bed than when I get up. So 8 pounds is not a lot. But the point is, on 5 steps on the digital scale, I was at 226, 227. So it's not 8 pounds, it was actually 6 pounds. 233 to 227. So that's why the importance of weighing yourself in the morning after you dump your fluids is a polite way to put it. And you haven't eaten or drank anything yet. That's the best time to weigh yourself, to get an accurate measurement every day, I guess is my point. Because some days you eat more than others, and then there's other days where you drink more liquids than others, and maybe one day you drink more coffee than you did the day before, so you urinate more, so you weigh less. So the best thing to do is just do it in the morning after getting up. Everything you ate the day before has been digested, used, or stored, and then you get rid of your morning fluids, and that is your honest weight. And again, you're going to weigh yourself with your pajamas and underwear. That's going to be between 2 and 3 pounds, unless it's really thin. If it's flannel, it'll be 2 to 3 pounds. But so if you weigh yourself every day wearing the same thing in the morning, then it really comes out in the wash, you know. The whole point is to get an accurate measurement every day at the same time of day. If that makes sense. So anyway, I'm damn happy about that. And the other thing is too that it's a lot easier than when I first started walking, because I used to weigh about 260. Actually, at one point I was 268. Okay, now I'm 227. So that's a lot of weight to lose, 40 pounds. And if you want to know how heavy that is, pick up a couple of 20-pound plates that you lift weights with and just hold them in your arms and walk with them. So that was extra weight I was carrying around all the time. So now walking is a lot easier on my joints. And it also keeps my joints from being overused a little bit. I listen to my body, but the point is I'm not running or jogging, I'm walking, so that's a lot easier with wear and tear. People that run for a long time, even marathon runners like Joan Benoit, one of the best professionals to come out of Maine, you get older and you just can't do it anymore. You have to get hip replacements. You know, it's tough on your body. It really is. Walking is a lot easier for your body. And you can control the pace you go at. You can stop and rest. You can sit down for a while, smell the roses, scratch your behind, whatever. As long as you're getting your exercise. Fresh air, sunshine mainly, vitamin D, good for your immune system. I'm never sick. I'm never sick. I've had 2 colds since this COVID thing started, and it was COVID both times. Was barely anything at all. The last time I felt like, you know, kind of congested and stuff for maybe 4 days, and then it started clearing up, and I literally was hacking up junk after that for, no exaggeration, a good 5 weeks after I had the cold. I never had that happen to me before in my life. So that stuff is nasty stuff on your lungs. It really is. But it really didn't bother me. So anyway, I'm just saying, now I'm going to cut across over here because we got rush hour traffic, and I'll be walking, and all you're going to hear is cars, and I find that to be very annoying. You can see all the cars going by there. So we'll shoot down the little side street we shoot down sometimes, head back to the house, have some liquids, have some trail mix, which today I think is going to be some peanuts, cashews, almonds mixed with M&Ms. Hi everybody, we're walking here, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching and walking with me as I carry my jugs that I found for pew-pewing, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And we hit our 5 miles, and I just wanted to do a short little selfie stream to say thank you for watching and thank you for walking. So, fruits of my labor, we get some pew-pew jugs. Anyways, thank you very much, and until our next walk, friends, click like and subscribe, share the content, and once again, thank you very much for walking. Bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye.